Thank you, members. Welcome our visitor. We start with a word of prayer.
Okay, let's pray. Almighty God, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor and blessing us, your servant, whom you have been pleased to call to leadership position in this republic. We seek guidance to treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful manner as advance the peace, prosperity, welfare of our country and all of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen.
Thank you for the prayer. And welcome, everyone. So before we continue, I think we should have introduction. I'm Richard Langat, Chairman and Environment.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Kipe Peter, MCA Kapsu Serwat, Chair Water and Sanitation.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Mas Jerry Wikonyo, nominated MCA, Vice Chair of this committee, Environment.
Good afternoon. My name is Martin Cheriot, member of this Water Committee.
Thank you very much. Welcome. My name is Vincent Korir, represent Odiani Ward. I'm also member of Water Committee. Welcome. Thank you.
Chair, Chipkuri Korir Matthew is my name, MCA Chai Ward, member to Water Committee.
I am Irene Langat, member to Environment Committee.
David Maritim, MCA Gypsyon, member to Environment Committee.
Vincent Kimnati Koskef, member to the committee.
Thank you. We wish to know if the nominee. Okay. Staffs.
Thank you very much, Chair. I'm Philip Bruno, the leader of majority, also a friend of this committee for this case. Thank you very much, Chair.
My name is Abraham. I'm a member of the Secretariat.
Patrick Korir, PR.
My name is Kibet Peter, the legal officer. Thank you.
Sharon Owini, the legal officer.
Vicky Mutai, Hansard.
William Yeno, committee. Sharon Mibe, Deputy Clerk, Legislative.
Kipkuri Bernard, Research Officer.
William Thaler, Committee Clerk.
Thank you for introduction. We wish to know if the guest, the nominee ahead of us is the one to be vetted.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Mitei Richard, the nominee for Department of Water, Environment, Forestry, and Natural Resources.
Could you please provide us with your ID? We want to know if he's the one, and then so he's Mitei Kiblangat, Mitei R. Kiblangat. So you can proceed to the oath.
Mitei R. Kiblangat, do swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. You can have a seat. So let me hand over to our member.
Thank you very much, our nominee, and you are much welcome. We'd like to get to tell us about yourself and provide maybe personal information, academic, maybe your identification number, and any other details that we'd like to know from you by this committee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Once again, I'm Mitei R. Kiblangat. I started my primary in 1982 to 1990, and I proceeded to high school from 1991 to 1994. And I went to JKUAT University for Agricultural Engineering from 1996 to 2001 when I graduated. After my graduation, I went to quite a number of secondary schools to teach physics, chemistry, as board member under BOM. And then I joined Kericho County in 2014 to date as a ward administrator. On different capacities from 2014 to date, I have worked as a ward administrator in different wards. And 2020, September, I was appointed as the chief officer in the Department of Water in a contract of 2 years, up to the year 2022, when I was recalled back to the administration, and where I worked as a ward administrator. And then last year, when I also called back to come and act as a director in the Department of Water and Environment. During my work environment across, I really coordinated the county government functions as a ward administrator, involving the public participation, engagement on development projects. As a chief officer in the Department of Water, we were able to really make changes, several changes in the department to reorganize. I remember we had to post engineers to individual sub-counties. At that time, everybody was working everywhere. We also changed the standards of our quality in terms of pipes, where we changed from UPBC to ADB. We also improved in the absorption in 2021. In the first quarter, we are at 46% out of 50 in that particular year. I also introduced the solarization component in areas we are using electricity to pump water, which was becoming expensive, so that people could be in a position to have affordable access to water. We also engage wananchi to sort out issues in areas where we have been having social issues. I normally go personally, visit the site, discuss with our engineers, we solve issues that normally disturb our projects. And I can confirm to you in several wards, members of county assembly from those respective wards, they can confirm I have personally been there and ensure that the projects are not, actually did not stop. And in record, there are quite a number. So that is just to mention a few. And when you look at also the changes that we had, initially we used to have supply and delivery of pipes. But now that one is no longer there. I changed it from supply, delivery, and installation. This will ensure there is value for money, because people could supply pipes. It was just like changing a warehouse. You bring pipes and you leave and you are paid. So those are the changes. Yes.
I thought the nominee would tell us his personal, about family, about not the works he's doing.
Okay, I'm a married man.
As part of introduction.
Okay, thank you. No, I'm a married man. I have a family, a blessed family. At times we don't mention the number of children, but I have children. I'm a blessed man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now what you'll do is you'll provide your CV, identification number, PIN number, and any other documentation that is required so that it can go around for members to have a look at it and verify. Now, you explained about your work experience, and I know you were heading there, but at least you have highlighted your experience. Maybe you can just break down so that members can understand in a short in a brief, yes, so that the members can understand. Thank you.
And maybe, Chair, I'm seeing you provide us with the Huduma card instead of the ID card. Where is the original ID card?
I do have. I can provide after this. It is in the vehicle. Okay.
Clerk, maybe also you'll give us the CV which was forwarded through the executive for us to confirm if he was the one forwarded from the executive. Kindly.
Thank you. I believe the nominee had explained himself on the work experience, and I don't think he has to repeat again all the process. Now, members, maybe we can proceed. He has explained his employment record. Let me continue. We'd like to know whether you have any honors and awards. Maybe if you have any honors and award, maybe that you have been given either academic or a fellowship, honorary degrees, military awards, or any other recognition that you have been awarded before. Do you have any awards or honors?
No.
Thank you. Again, you have professional associations where applicable. Do you have any professional associations that you have within yourself?
Thank you. I do have. It is among the documents.
So you have it in the documents?
Yes.
Can you list one?
Engineer Sport of Kenya.
Engineer Sport of Kenya. Thank you.
Yes.
Are you a member of any other professional business or fraternal, scholarly, civic, charitable organizations?
No.
Okay, thank you. Are you affiliated to any public office, political activities?
No.
No? Okay, thank you. Have you ever been dismissed or removed from office?
No.
Thank you. Have you been adversely associated with practices that depicts bias, favoritism, or nepotism in discharge of public duties?
No.
Thank you. Let me hand over to my colleague member to continue with the other questions.
Okay, Chair, you will allow me to go through some questions to the nominee. One is that pro bono. What have you done by the way of pro bono or charity works listing a specific instance? Is there any project that you have done in the community that is, let's say that you have offered a pro bono services to the community to any institution?
Yes.
Yes.
I have one in my neighboring school, Kiburet.
Kiburet?
Yes.
Okay. Have you in any objection to make or inquiries with your present employer? Do you have any objection if we can, this committee will just get inquiries with your present employer as a referee in the course of consideration of your nominee?
No, I have no objection.
Okay. If you have no objection, is there anything that you can tell us if we can find out from the current employer?
Maybe I would say I do not have for now, but it will be the prerogative of the committee through the chair to do due diligence in whatever information the committee requires. Yes.
Okay. So let me also allow them.
Thank you. Let me give my co-chair to continue with the other questions. Number 3.
In education, that is university, college, and any institution of higher education, attended to indicate in respect of each the dates of attendance, academic award obtained, whether a degree was awarded, and the dates on which each degree was awarded. I think he has provided the certificates.
Yeah.
So that one will verify, and maybe the certificate of higher education.
Do you have everything that?
As we go through, have you done any? Have you published any book or articles or any reporting as the editor?
No.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Mitei, let me also take you through question number 7. In regards to deferred income or future benefits. In regard to this, Mr. Mitei, that is deferred income or future benefits. List the sources, amounts, and dates of all anticipated receipts from deferred income arrangements, stock, options, and completed contracts, and other future benefits which you expect to derive from previous business relationships, professional services, firm memberships, or any other. I don't know whether you got it clearly, or
you just repeat.
Let me repeat. This is in regard to deferred income and future benefits. List the sources, this committee, sources, amounts, and dates of well anticipated receipts from deferred income arrangements or stocks, options, and completed contracts, and other future benefits which you expect to derive from previous business relationships or professional services or firm memberships or any other.
Through the chair, maybe for the candidate to understand the question, maybe he's trying to say, do you have any expected income, maybe that you are about to earn in future? For example, you are expecting something in future. Do you have such kind of income, deferred income?
No, this is the normal income which I do now. I have to do the farming, dairy farming. Those are the areas that I normally engage. Yes.
Okay.
And it is provided in wealth declaration. Yes.
Okay. So that I hand over the mic to somebody else. Outside commitment during service in office. Do you have any other plans, commitments, or agreements to pursue outside employment with or without compensation during your service in office?
I do not have.
Okay. Thank you, Chair.
Any other member who would wish?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mite, for turning up for this proceeding. Okay, what is your net worth?
I'm worth 4.7 million.
Pardon?
My net worth?
Yes.
4.7.
Okay, maybe you can tell us a bit. You can break it so that we may know.
Okay. I do have a land.
How many acres?
3 acres. I have a plantation for coffee, 2.5 acres. And I have a plantation for the leased farms for the sugarcane plantation.
Do you have a car?
I do have a car.
What? How much?
The valuation at now is 1.2.
Okay. And what else? Dairy animals, even your own house, I think it falls under your net worth.
I've included in the quotation on valuation on the land, which includes the house, everything that is within the land.
Okay.
Yes.
But according to what you have just mentioned, Mr. Mite, is that you have 2.5 acres of coffee, unless you want to tell us it is in a different place within Kericho County. But if you can do a value of 2.5 acres of coffee, it's going beyond that 4.7 million. Or for me, I'm seeing somehow, unless.
You see, when an expert does it, when a land valuer does it, that would be different. But you see, it is valuation within myself. It's not done by an expert. It's not an authentic document that cannot be owned by a land valuer. But it can be given to a valuer, it should be different, as you have said. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I want to ask Mr. Matei if he has anything in account, personal account.
Yeah, I have something small.
How much?
No, it's less than 10,000 for fuel.
Okay, in conjunction with that, okay, in conjunction with that, what are your main sources of income?
My main source of income is the dairy and the coffee and sugarcane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe through the chair, you put us in a lump sum that it is 4.7 million. Can you please help us? When you go to the Shamba, you give us it worth how much? Your vehicle, that you just give us in breakdown. Yeah. Because when you give us it is 2.5, we don't know the value of 2.5, and maybe the value of the house. So just make it clear, kindly.
Maybe for the future, I'll be in a position to get the value so that the document can be authentic and the figures can be owned. Yes. Yeah.
Now, how did you arrive on 4.7? That is what I'm asking. How did you arrive on 4.7?
You see, some of us, sometimes we buy land. When we purchase land, somebody tells you a point is 50,000. 1 tree of coffee is 150 or 500. That is the way we do the estimation. Yes.
Banamete, through your estimation, can you prove that how did you arrive on 4.7? That is what we want.
Yes.
It is not a matter of accuracy, but how did you arrive on 4.7?
Yeah, it can be done.
So can you give us your breakdown?
Yeah.
So that we relate with the figure?
Yeah.
Chairman, I think that is a very simple question for the nominee, because if you have just mentioned that your car is 1.2, we are still talking of 3.5.
Yeah.
You can tell us what is the worth of your land, and you can just break down. It is not a matter of getting the accuracy, but also when just estimate.
I'll work on it and I'll respond. As we, yeah.
Yes.
Chair, I want to ask the nominee, how did you find yourself here?
I found myself here through a process.
Yes, can you tell us the process?
An advert was made.
Yes.
Positions were declared vacant. And the position, once it was declared vacant, it was advertised. And a deadline was given. I made application. The board did long listing, short listing. I was invited for the interview. The results came, and I found my name in the newspaper that I was invited to appear before the committee.
Thank you.
That is the process.
Ms. Sirma, then Lillian, then Lillian, then.
Do you have any potential conflicts of interest? If any, how will you solve it?
I do not have, Chair. Yes.
And let me elaborate on that. That is what I wanted to pose to you. First, let me congratulate you, Mr. Mitei, for being nominated as Chief Officer in the Department of Water. My question is, the office that you are intending to hold is so demanding, and it goes with a lot of potential conflict of interest. Could you please enumerate some of the conflict of interest that may arise in that office? And at the same time, ways that that you will undertake to solve or to get rid of those conflicts of interest. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Through the chair.
For example, maybe I can elaborate a bit on the same. Maybe there are some vacancies that have been advertised in the department. And one of your relatives has applied for such positions. As a CEO in that particular department, she has applied, or even tenders, works have been tendered, and one of your relatives has applied to be given some works in the department. How will you handle such cases?
Okay, thank you very much. Through the chair. I think potential areas of conflict of interest is actually issue of employment, the procurement process, and even selective payment. The law is very clear on how to address this issue of conflict of interest. That when you have a conflict of interest, you need to register in the register on conflict of interest, and you declare that you have, and you pull out from the process so that you don't influence the process. That is very clear within the law. Number two is how to prevent this. The main thing is actually to follow the law. The law on procurement is clear. I know that my child could apply for the job. I will not be in a position to deny, but I excuse myself in the whole process, from long listing, short listing, so that those who are undertaking the exercise can do it competitively. Because we do not want also to banish the children for those who are working in the offices, because they are relatives. So if you can excuse yourself in the process and the child get the job, that would be the fairest process, I believe. And then on the issue of procurement process, the law is very clear that the moment you mess up, BBOA Act is there, regulations are there. On payment, PMF Act is there and regulation. So we'll always cut. The bottom line is, anybody who is, any client that we have engaged to assist us in service delivery is very important like anybody else. Because if you not get people delivering, and then you now come and select who to pay, and people have spent money to invest to assist the government to deliver. So we should be using fast in, fast out. That should be the basis to prevent this issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I want to ask the nominee. Mr. Matei, you have been in this system for long enough, water department. Yeah. And all over the county, we have seen stalled projects, water projects, like the one in Gypsy Ward. You have been there, and you want to be nominated to be there. What new ideas will you bring into the department for these projects to continue and be done with it and serve our people?
Okay, thank you. As you have mentioned through the chair, the issue in Gypsy, let me say this. From my experience, the projects that have issues emanates from inadequate public participation, because the need assessments are not captured in the design and POQs. So that when we start rolling out projects, you find that the community members comes up and say, we are not included in the project. Why is it that you are taking water from A to C and we are at B and we are not getting water? So if this public participation had been adequately exhausted, then we could lift the needs into the document. Then we will not have this issue.
But Mr. Matei, you have been there for so long. What have you done as a person of the department?
What I have done, like the case of Gypsy in your ward, I want to single out that. I will not mention the rest. I was with the team who are working there in my office today. And we did agree that we are visiting the site tomorrow to solve that problem with my engineers. Otherwise, the ones like Iptori, which have taken 15 years, the project water is now flowing for that is Sikawet Sowing.
What I'm asking also, is there is a project funded by World Bank.
Yes.
And it was there during your time, during that government time.
Yes.
That is the main project I'm asking. So you are going there tomorrow?
Oh, you are doing, no, TFSIR. That is TFSIR.
Yes.
The issues there, I think, are sorted. The engineer who was on site had applied for micro-tunneling to be approved by Kenya. He has made payment. He's the Kenya to come and do the drilling of micro-tunnel, and then go to the main source and clear the remaining work. I made a discussion with him last week, and I know next week will be coming around. And then I will even notify you with visit.
Okay.
Yes.
Second question, Mr. Matei, about these grants we are receiving from the department, like FLOCA.
Yes.
We were in Nakuru around 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago.
Martin, Honorable Martin, kindly let's go to general questions, because if we go to ward level, every member here has his own problem.
Chair,
let's go to related questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chairman, for your guidance. I was also asking for stone projects in the whole county, not my ward alone. Yes. I singled out my ward because I have stone project. Secondly, FLOCA is all over the county, and we were in Nakuru. Some members were not satisfied with the distribution of funds. What new thing will you bring into the department to see to it that all wards in Kericho County are fairly treated with these grants?
I know, Chair, we had agreed that the wards which actually had no project, the FLOCA projects, we had agreed to come back. But I know the members of County Assembly have been very busy. We had the budget issue all through. We had prepared a schedule for last week, but we were not able to roll out because members were engaged. We thought we could do it this week. Then they also became very tight. So we could do it next week. That is why we have not went forward the rest from the other wards. We are holding them to await for the approval. So before we go back to those wards. Then we clear all of them. Yes.
Thank you. Let me give this chance to Mercy Kikonyo. Honorable Mercy Kikonyo.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Mutei, mine is very simple. Have you ever been charged in a court of law in the last 3 years?
No.
And if so, can you?
No.
No?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Korir.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Mutei. Now, I know before you were CEO with the Department of Water.